Yo, 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 what's going on? You're kicking it with me, because I'm kicking it with you. So we got some news. Toby Mitchell, former Bandito, current Mongol president, got into a fight last night. Came off second best. In the city, a homeless man got it. Bikie boss Toby Mitchell was knocked down in an illegal fight with an unknown man, but ended up in hospital with a suspected kidney failure. A court has been told the 45-year-old has been charged with a fray and to commit an indictable offence while on bail after the incident at South Bank at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. The Mongols' bikie president allegedly had a verbal altercation with the unknown man before punches were thrown between the pair, the court was told. There's no doubt that Mr. Mitchell came off second best, defence lawyer said. He didn't say. He argued. He argued his point to the judge. And the judge said, "Oh dear." Melbourne Magistrate Court on a Wednesday evening. The bikie allegedly hit another man while in a group that he tried to hold back after a brief struggle between the pair and the other man. The other man managed to punch Mr. Mitchell and knocked him to the ground, the court was told. The accused appeared to be unconscious and dazed, Detective Sergeant Jordan Collins said. The court was told CC footage was captured of the altercation, which lasted for about 40 seconds. And the other man did not report it to the police. So obviously you don't like it when tables are turned. That's what it sounds like. Less than a month later, he has assaulted an unknown male in public, Sergeant Collins said, but Mr. Shields told the court his client was unwell on 17 different types of medication and was in hospital on Monday and Tuesday after the attack. But hang on. Yeah, if you're sick, why are you trying to get into friggin' arguments with people? Man, you're 45 years of age. I'm not saying anything about your age, but time to grow up. Anyways, he was in hospital having gone with suspected kidney failure, Mr. Shields said. The lawyer told the court the alleged affray was not planned. It was a chance meeting and had nothing to do with the bikie associates. Despite police opposition, Mr. Mitchell was granted bail, but was told he has to abide by strict conditions, including sticking to a curfew, staying in the state, and not associating with the Mongols or contacting witnesses. He better have Netflix and better have home. Better stay at home over the Christmas period. Magistrate John Bentley said of Mr. Mitchell, the bikie boss, will next face court in March. So, that was in November 25th. Feared bikie boss Toby Mitchell has been caught on camera getting knocked out after he started a fight with a street person in central Melbourne. The 45-year-old must go to anger management and have alcohol counselling sessions for 6 months before he is sentenced for 2 separate assaults in the last year. The proof is what brings it back to me in 6 months, Magistrate John Bentley said. Mitchell pleaded guilty to the 2 counts of unlawful assault over 2 separate fights at South Bank and South Yarra in Melbourne Magistrates Court last week and was due to be sentenced on Monday. But Corrections Victoria staff asked for more time to assess whether the gang member was suitable for a corrections-based order. Mitchell's sentence was deferred while he took part in anger management programs, and he must report every 2 months until September 1st. Mr. Bentley ordered every 2 months. So he's going to report twice or 3 times. Probably 4 times, something like that. But Corrections Victoria staff asked for more time. We read that. Mitchell's sentence was deferred. We read that. His bail conditions were also eased. He is no longer has to stick to the curfew and is free to hang out with his bikie mates after non-association restrictions were lifted. The court would go backwards into sentencing if the Mongol's head was slapped with a fine instead of a corrections order or jail time. Police prosecutor Jeff Adams said he told the court last week the bikie boss was out for blood. November 15th last year, he attacked a man who never reported the incident. The prosecutor later said the victim was a local street person. Thought Mr. Mitchell's lawyer disputed the claim. Footage of the South Bank fight shows the bikie punching the man in the face after a brief exchange. Despite a group of men trying to hold him back, he hits the victim twice in the body before the group drags Mitchell away, but the Mongol's boss breaks free and takes another swing. The tattooed bikie misses, but the victim fights back and knocks the bikie to the ground. Sergeant Adams said it was sheer luck Mitchell wasn't knocked down because of his glass jaw. That's Sergeant Adams. Sergeant Adams said that about Mitchell. He said he's got a glass jaw. I'm sensing a boxing match. Mitchell was charged a month earlier over a separate fight where he slapped. He slapped a man he knew outside Gilson's Cafe in South Yarra on October 4th. In the footage, Mr. Mitchell slaps the man with an open palm repeatedly, but slips over his slides. The victim was so scared to make a statement, Sergeant Adams said last week. Mitchell grinned at the magistrate, labelled his solicitor one of the finest in the state. The bikie was initially charged over a fray and intentionally causing serious injury and other offences which were dropped. He said nothing after leaving the lawyer's office on Monday afternoon. There you have it. I'm Shane187, kicking it with you, telling the stories like it is, and that's how we do it around here. Shane187, punching out. Laters.